Okay, so here's how we do it. First of all, we go to File Explorer, which is like a little folder at the bottom of our screen. You see that? We left click on there and this box will pop up. As you can see at the top, File Explorer. Now we need to locate the photograph we want to find the details for. So we scroll down. On this computer, I keep my photographs in a Pictures folder, which is there. Left click again, and then all the different folders in Pictures pops up. This is the one I've selected for today, Test. So we left double click, and it opens the folder and shows us what we've got inside. Here you can see we've got 3 photographs inside, but it's hard to distinguish when it's in this format. So I always like to go over here where this little photo frame is and click on that with my left button, and it gives me little thumbnails of my pictures. So it gives me a lot easier to see what I'm looking at. So firstly, we're going to have a look at this one. Now, if you hover over it, you'll see it gets this nice blue box around it. And if we right click on it, this menu pops up. And as you can see, it's got all different things we can do. But today we're after properties right at the very bottom. So we left click on properties and this box will pop up. So here you can see that's highlighted and this is the box that it belongs to. Here it tells us what kind of file it is, when it was made, and its file name. So here, if we press on details, we get another box pop, another menu. If we scroll down to camera, see there's camera, and then it gives us the details that we're looking for. What camera was used, what f-stops, what exposure, what film speed, what focal length of the lens we were using, and some other details as well. So if we scroll down a bit further, it'll also tell us what exposure program we used. And for this one, we use shutter priority. Okay, so if I click off that, another way we can look at our photographs is if we go with our left button and double click, and it'll open our photographs up in Photos. Now when we're in this screen, we can press the right mouse button and we have a different menu pop up. This will give us a slightly different version, but not as many details, but just as useful. So we can press on File Information with our left mouse, and here comes these details. File name, date and time taken, size of the file, what the shot was taken in, so shutter speed, f-stop, focal length, what film speed, what camera, and where we can locate this photograph on our computer. Now, I've put these 2 photographs here just to give you a little interest. You see, this one was taken at 160 and 100 on 640th of a second, and as you can see, it's froze the water. So you've got the droplets in the air. But on the next shot, I deliberately slowed it down to an 80th of a second, so we have this motion blur in the water. I hope you can all see that. Okay. Now, another thing I wanted to show you why I was into this is you were looking at how I copy the details. That's quite simple. So let's go back over here. Right mouse click. Scroll down to Properties, left mouse, Details. Scroll down to Camera, which is what we're after, and we pull it up there so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so we have a couple of choices here. We can either take a picture of the whole screen, which would be done by going down here to Windows Ink Workspace, left mouse button, and click Full Screen Snip. But we don't want that today. We want to go back over here and find Snip down here somewhere. There we go. Snip and sketch. So it's like a pair of scissors. So we click on that and the screen will pop up. So if we want to make a new one, so we press new and we get these choices up here. But I'm going to go for a rectangle snip. See that cross come up. Decide where you want that to start. So you click there, hold down, drag with your left, hold the left mouse button down, drag the box over what you want. When you're happy you've got the selection you want, release the left mouse button, and there's your snip. When you've got your snip like this, you can highlight it. So you want to highlight the 180th of a second. That's fine. And then we can now copy it. So we go up to this button up here and we press the left mouse button and we've copied it. As you can see the tick come up. Okay, so we can now get rid of this. So for this demonstration, I'm going to put it into a PowerPoint. So let's open the PowerPoint. Go to a new one, blank one. Let's get a blank page, I think. Insert blank slide. Go onto the slide we want to put it onto. Right mouse button. And we have this choice. So we can paste it as a picture or paste it like so. Now then, that's a bit small for us. But if we get onto these little corners and pull, we can make it as big as we want. So there's our information, all carefully copied into our PowerPoint. Well, I hope that's been a bit of a help for you today. And if there's any more questions, you know how to get hold of me. Bye.